The Event Viewer is a Windows tool that's really useful for troubleshooting problems with Windows, applications, and hardwares. Um, it displays logs of significant events such as hardware or network failure, operating system error messages, a device or service that has failed to start, and general protection faults. There's a couple of ways to get to Event Viewer, just like always. You can either go through the control panel, and go into Administrative Tools, and here's the Event Viewer. Or in the Run box on the Run box with XP, or the Start Search box with Vista and Windows 7, you can go ahead and type in Event VWR MSC, and this will bring it up also. Okay, so there's a lot of things here to look at. The application log records events about applications and Windows utilities, such as when an application was unable to open a file or when Windows created a restore point. The application events recorded depend on what the developer of the application set to trigger a log entry. All users can view this log. The security logs records events based on audit policies when an administrator sets to monitor user activity such as successful or unsuccessful attempts to access a file or log onto the system. Only an administrator can use this or can view this log. The system log records events triggered by Windows components such as a device driver failing to load during the boot process or a problem with hardware. Windows determines which events are recorded in this log. All users can access this log file. There's new logs that have been added to Vista as well as Windows 7. There's custom views. The setup log records events about installing an application. The forwarded events records events logged by remote computers. And the applications and services log are a group of several logs, each devoted to a particular Windows component or application. The subscriptions log can be customized to collect certain events you require that are not normally collected by Event Viewer. So, okay, so what our book is telling us that unless we're trying to solve a problem with security, the most important event log that we have here in the Event Viewer is the systems log. It records three types of events. Information events are recorded when a driver, service, or application functions successfully. So let's go into the systems log here. Warning events are recorded when something happens that may indicate a future problem but does not necessarily indicate that something is presently wrong with the system. For example, low disk space might trigger a warning event. And error events are recorded when something goes wrong with the system, such as a necessary component failing to load, data getting lost or becoming corrupted, or a system or application function ceases to operate. So in order to view these, what you need to do is, here's just like information. You right-click on the line of information that you're interested in and hit Properties. And this will give you some information. So this right here shows me that my anti-malware has been updated. And it gives me the time, it gives me the date and the time that it was updated. Okay, so, and it gives me more information there too, previous signature versions and stuff. Okay, so that's been updated. Now with a warning, here we had a warning. This is for my Microsoft anti-malware. There is a warning, so we might want to check that out if we were trying to figure out if we were having a problem. This is telling us that the malware scan has been stopped before completion. Now I know that I just did this, because sometimes this bogs my computer down, and I didn't want it to bog down while we were doing the video. So I went ahead and stopped the scan. It will scan again tomorrow night because it normally starts at 3 a.m. in the morning. So it'll just go ahead and do that tomorrow. Okay. Now, if you see an error, here's an error. So this is in regards to my removable storage service. Okay, just froze up there. Sorry about that. Hit properties. Okay, and this is telling me that at some point in time it gave me an error message that it could not load the media in drive 0 of library. That was my USB. I think it was, I either asked for a file that and didn't have my flash drive in or something like that. So anyway, if you see a bunch of these or in regards to the same thing, like I seem to be having a problem here with this time thing. It says that it was not able to synchronize the system time. For a while, it's been unable to provide a usable timestamp. The system clock is unsynchronized. Okay, so this looks like it's been a situation for some time. If I go down here, oh, maybe not. Maybe I saw that somewhere else. But it looked like it was giving me a hard time. Oh, my mistake. Okay, so as you can see, there's an awful lot of information here, and maybe you don't need all of this and you don't want to look through every single line trying to find something. So what you can do is filter in order to find the most significant events to troubleshoot a problem. So when you want to do that, what you want to do is not so the entire list doesn't come up. You can select filter log. So well, I just had done that, but I forgot how to do it. Okay, so go ahead and you can click this in the left-hand pane. Go ahead and right-click and look at properties. Okay, now this will give you a general tab, which we will come back to, or a filter tab. So in Windows Vista, that does have where you can mark only critical situations. All right, so let's say we want to filter this and not give me all the regular information. Let's not do that. And successful audits, we don't care about those. But we're interested in the warning, the errors, and the failure audits. Okay, we wanted to go ahead and choose from all of those. So let's apply that. So now this has filtered our system part of the event viewer to just give us the issues that we might be most concerned with. So if we see the same thing coming up time and time again, we might want to really delve in and find out what is this causing a problem. So here's my time. I had a time problem on the 12th. Here's a time problem on the 14th. It seems to be somewhat ongoing. Here's one for the 10th. Looks like it happens about every 2 days. I'm not really concerned with that. Okay, but other things I may want to delve into, like I'm not really sure what this warning is, the DHCP. Your computer has automatically configured the IP address for the network card. Okay, to me that doesn't seem like a big deal. So, but at least it's letting me know. It's logging what's going on in my computer, and it's letting me know what's going on. So now another thing that you can do is you can go ahead and here in the general box, if you want to set limits to the amount of log that your computer holds on to, or to see general information about the log, you click on this tab right here, the general tab, and you'll see that the size is set at 512. We can change this. We can either make it less or we can make it more if we wanted to. And here also we can, when the maximum log size is reached, do we want the system to just override events as needed? Do we want it to just keep a log for a certain amount of days and just start overwriting days as soon as they're X amount of days old? We could choose that, overwrite, and then change the amount of days if you wanted to update every 7 days. So you'll only have 7 days worth of information. And then or do not overwrite the events. Don't let it automatically do that, and then you'll go in and you'll clear out things because you'll take a look at it. Okay, if you want to clear your log manually, then what you would do is click this button, and it will give you the opportunity to save before you clear it, or to cancel that. So that's pretty much how to handle this. Here's your applications. Here's a couple warnings, a couple errors. Doesn't look like anything significant, doesn't look like it's the same thing. If I want to go in and check those, I can see. Probably the most significant would be your security. If you suspect that someone else is logging onto your computer, this might be where you would check to see who's logging in and why and where. And I think that would take a little bit of time to understand a little bit better, but as you work with these, you're going to understand what's good. So here's a successful audit. It looks like audits are going on. So special privileges assigned to new logon. The username is the network service. So I might question that because I don't totally understand what the network service is and why are they logging onto my system. Might be something I want to understand more and delve into. Then I could also click here for help and support. So I hope that's given you a little bit of an overview of what is in the event viewer, how you can filter events to take a look at them, and how to set size limits, and how your system is going to overwrite or maintain those logs. And there we go. Thank you.